Hello. I am koreina. And this is Final Fantasy XIV main scenario quest playthrough! Damn it. I didn't leave. Alright, you can see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, you said that like right when I hit start record.
I'll do better.
You're fine. I forgot. I have everything else up, and then, of course, I forget the one thing. All right.
The force generated by the beam was enough to displace the ship, and after comparing the data recorded by our fore and aft gyroscopes, to cut the long story short, I think I've almost determined its heading. As you'd expect, they flew off in the direction that beam was pointing. Bastards. I know you're eager to get after the Heavens Ward, but considering what we've just put the old girl through, I'd say she's due a little tender loving care. Now, where did I put my hammer?
Sid, that doesn't quite sound like... Ah, yes, you need some tender, loving care, don't you? All right, somebody give me the damn sledgehammer. We gotta, we gotta do this shit. Anyway, yeah. So... Oh, I get a baby Sid! When asked if he had a granddaughter, what would he like to see her named, the Ironworks founder replied Gertrude.
Gertrude?
Sid, that's an ugly-ass name. Sorry for any Gertrudes out there.
Ugly-ass name, fuck. Though we failed to secure the key, we must not forget that we succeeded in ridding the realm of another primal, and prevented the Vanu Vanu's lands from being consumed in so doing. The Zundu, at least, shall be glad of our deeds this day. Let's go and inform Chief Sonu of our victory. Sid and the others will need a moment to tend to the Enterprise besides.
A moment? Because Sid made it sound like he's gonna bed the damn thing.
Tender loving care with a hammer.
That's how all fun stuff.
Wait, something is amiss. Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once!
Okay, I gotta say, that's a cool looking helmet, though.
Yeah.
Hi, Exalia Moors. I have a book.
And there I was expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken. Just as Wire observed, the Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? She who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azys Lar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. "'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the Icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Where did that come from?
Okay. First off, the Vanu would have been hit by that.
Take cover!
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
We shall meet again, warrior of light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azys. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Thoughts?
I don't know. I definitely don't remember this at all. God.
Oh, good.
And I definitely forget why we even go to Azys, or if we do. I think we do. Actually, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, what? Anyway. The armor. I had it sent here as a precautionary measure. Okay, but why do you have a Magitech? Suspiciouser, Lucia. Gaia is barking. Do you have the blinds open?
No, but I still think she saw something.
Oh. Yeah, she does that.
Now she's showing them open with her nose.
Yeah, she does that too.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would stand less than 20 paces from the Emperor of Garlemald. Varus Zos Galvus in the flesh. I assume the commander that accompanied him must be the legatus of whom the Centurion spoke. Forgive me. This is neither the time nor the place for such idle speculation. Pray return to the Enterprise at once. It occurs to me that our friends may have run afoul of Imperial forces as well. I have yet to apprise Chief Sonu of all that has occurred. But once I have, we will rejoin you at the ocean.
Okay.
Surprise! It's Lucia.
Surprise what?
Surprise, Lucia.
I was not expecting that. I kind of thought it was Sid or Biggs or Wedge in like maybe one of the monocutters. Oh yeah, I can fly now. Whee!
Congratulations. We saw that fire on the village. Are you all right, Ixalia? Bug on me. Did you see the size of that Imperial battleship?
Who couldn't? How did that escape any of us? That thing's like as big as these islands.
Thank the 12 you're alive, Ixalia. When the battleship appeared and fired on the village, we feared the game was up for you in Alphano. What the seven hells happened out there?
That'd be the way to go, right? It's just like we do all this other stuff and then just one little, you know, Imperial
giant battleship.
Yeah. Giant battleship shooting some missiles on a village, and that's how the Warrior of Light dies. Spoiler, everyone, that's how the Warrior of Light dies.
Roll credits.
Yep, just
That's it. First the Archbishop turns up with an Asyn in tow, and now the goddamned Emperor pays us a visit. What is this, a procession of notable bastards? Who's next? The Keeper of the Seventh Bloody Gate?
Who's that?
Hades.
What?
Speak of the Seventh Keeper. No one so notable, Master Garland. I'm happy to report that the Zundu were overjoyed to learn of Bismarck's demise. Chief Sonu sends his warmest regards, Xavier. There was much talk of westerly winds.
Miraculously, words, none suffered lasting harm during the raid. It would seem the Zundu were taken entirely unawares and wisely chose to offer no resistance.
I sense they have no more to fear from the Empire for the present, at least. Had the Emperor truly been intent on their extermination, Oak Zundu would already have been leveled. Plainly, Varus is only interested in reaching Azys Law. Speaking of which, if you're all ready to continue the chase, the Enterprise is as well. Shall we? Yeah.
Sid, why are you giving me a toy of yourself?
Why don't you be like, I made this. The one about Tataru is mine.
What?
What?
Sorry, baby Alphano. You've been replaced.
Friendship lasts forever. I should know.
That's depressing. When faced with the lack of coin to fund projects, Garland Ironworks engineers designed the wind-up Sid with hopes that sales of the automaton would fill their coffers. Indeed, sales have been impressive, the item bringing in just enough gil to pay for the founder's debts. Really?
Run, Sid, or stay. It makes no matter. You cannot escape the past. I like how Alphano tried the exact same thing and like nothing sold.
Oh yeah, no, it failed. I mean, I guess it depends, right? So like you see Alphano and then you see Sid.
Yeah, I'd get the Sid.
Yeah, I think most would. But Sid's also kind of famous though.
Yeah, true.
Alphano's kind of like, it's not that he's a nobody, but like, you know, unless people actively interact with him or he tells them his last name, most people aren't gonna really pay him much mind.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you can see the little muscles on him.
Skadoosh!
Oh my god. It's... he has a little hammer.
Time for some tender loving care.
Oh god. Mute.
So,
Just gonna mute him. And what will we find at the end of the road?
I've done it, Xaeus. I've worked out which way they're headed. Whenever you're ready, we'll set course for Azys Law. She's all patched up, Xaeus. Well, what are we waiting for? And then Tiny Sid just started hammering away at Alphino's knee.
Just comes up and starts banging on it. It's fine.
Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azys Law lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no Enterprise. We'll catch her. We'll catch them. You'll see.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sasjunius? The tribunus who served under Xaeus van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. 'Tis your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, We should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azys should be.
Hold on, everyone! Look! I think that's it! Chief, is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Well, that was some interesting lore drop. I want to apologize for killing your sister. It was a necessary evil, I think. Damn.
I wonder, does she have a name? Gosh, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me bleeding headache.
What could be out there that would warrant the personal attention of the Emperor himself? I'm assuming another, like, weapon type thing, yeah?
We're probably looking for something along the lines of Omega or whatnot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Since piloting under pressure was a marvel to behold, and I may never have the opportunity to do so again. We'd barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from, as they say. I can only presume the Soleil passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key.
Did I get a new Imperial nuisance? That seems like a fitting name for me. Nickname.
I agree, Miss Ixalia.
Who said that? Oh, Zarin, hey. How's it going, buddy? Where have you been?
How do you do? Oh, you know, around.
I have a book.
I always knew you were the intellectual type, Miss Ixalia. Everything you do is always so smart. Ready after your chinchilla, run!
Oh, you poor simple creature.
It bites the ankles!
Oh, God.
You wait here with safe, Miss Ixalia. I'll go get Mr. Xaeus. Mr. Xaeus, help!
Oh, no. Okay, bye, Zarin.
For every day I spend in the sky, it feels as though I spend a week on the ground. Assuming Sid is correct, and I have no reason to think that he is not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Azys. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in.
Naturally.
Radioactive chinchillas.
Yeah, that's what they are. At least that's sure what they look like. Run, buff baby Sid!
And then Sid started repairing the aetherite crystal. Tink, 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 tink. Is it gone? Is it safe?
No. This is my carbuncle. He's pretty useless, honestly, not gonna lie. But I need him in order to summon other things, so there's that.
I thought summoning was bad, Miss Xaeus.
Apparently not when I do it.
Oh, that tracks.
Oh yeah, I also apparently have something about Bahamut now, so there's that, so.
Huh?
Yeah.
So, the reason why primal summoning is bad is because it draws on ether from the land, and they gorge themselves on crystals, which tends to deteriorate the land. When you do it as an individual, it's just your ether. So, there's nothing really.
But I'm still summoning Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda.
Yeah, but they're not tempering anybody, they're not gorging on crystals, and it's based off of your experiences with them is why you can summon them. For example, summoners from, say, like another continent would summon other things, or should.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, the last quest that I did, I definitely didn't pay attention to. I had something about Bahamut, so that might be a thing soon.
Congratulations. Welcome back, my friend, and pray forgive my earlier display. I grieve for my son still, and shall continue to do so. But I have resolved to be strong. It is what he would have wished. Stomach pass.
I
was about to say, maybe it's supposed to be done from the side.
Close enough.
There we go. Though we know little and less of Azys, one thing is plain, that your carbuncle is trying to eat my boot! The Archbishop and the Garleans cannot be allowed to avail themselves of its carbuncle secrets.
Careful, he likes to bite ankles.
This feels right, and it tastes like pennies. I swear, wherever there's an elegant ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such damnably convoluted defenses around it. Everything.
If the Empire has interest in Az's law, we have all the more reason to hurry. I would not see its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor. Yeah, let us have it instead, because we're the clearly good guys.
I should have.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
I completely forgot about our missing/dead friends. And we didn't mourn them, so I guess I was just under the impression that they're missing, but...
Alphino, right before you left for the Sea of Clouds, Alphino went to go talk with Tatar about it. At the time, there were no new developments.
Yeah. Okay.
She may not spend her days slaying primals, but Tataru is no less a scion than you or me. Full out has her knack for acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. Had only Minfilia seen that.
As long as all of us see it, damn. Without her, we would have been already falling apart. I mean, we're not together currently, but yeah, that's not the point. Anyway. Welcome back, Xaeus. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? No, not quite. Ah! I guess. So you finally arrived at Azys Law? Only to find your way barred by some sort of barrier? Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Xaeus. We'll get to Azys Law yet. Yay! Who is it? When you fled the victory feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Tarupin?
Sure.
To have the tunnels searched.
A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Minfilia, Thancred, and Nishtula, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found?
Words, Master Alphino, words. I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said that there had been a discovery and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience.
I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He will wish to be present as well.
Yes, sir! I'm always the one making phone calls and shit. So stupid. So what if they're like, hey, yeah, we found your friends. They were buried under the rubble.
Oh, well, better to know and then not.
Yeah, no, definitely want some kind of closure with that. Because at least with, like, Yashola and Thancred, right? Like, theirs was a vain or a much-needed sacrifice. Minfilia was just like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go now. And then just ran off into the darkness. I'm like, what?
All shall be explained and never.
Sounds about right. Guys, I'm here.
As thou art returned to us, wherefore might our comrades not be the same? Never shall I concede them lost till I have seen proof of their passing. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Tarpin. You saved her grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you.
Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery?
Yes, of course. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. With the mineral concern's cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Alphino. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there's this.
That you stole a stick! I mean, wand!
I'd assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. "'Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etheric imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. And namely, the very first that man did to conceive to traverse great distances, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize the lifestream, flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster might enter the lifestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Astrologist should choose to employ such a spell, he speaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape.
And yet hasn't reached out to us at all. Suspicious.
Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Charlene forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe onto his destination, another would be set adrift in the lifestream, never to emerge.
Oh shit, okay, well, What? No, you can't mean...
Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis likely Ishtola's passage hath left traces in the lifestream. Could we but follow these from the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Sildi excavation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Ishtola's safe return. Would that I could be of more assistance, but our nation's resources are stretched thin. Be that as it may, do not hesitate to contact me if there is aught I can do. During that whole cutscene, Sid was just hammering away on one of the plants in the background.
That sounds about right. Null? No.
Yeah.
Wee! I can fly! Meow. If our friends weren't in the tunnel, that means they're somewhere else. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but it wasn't that anyway.
Simply being here calls to mind the events of that fateful day. Evidence of Ishtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but may have some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. His ability to get that over and under his hood without lowering said hood is impeccable.
No, right?
The trail leadeth to the north and east.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be funny if she was just like standing up there staring at us?
Oh man, no. Oh, there she is. Cool, we found her.
Oh, sweet.
Unto the bosom of the Twelveswood. Are you certain? Aye, there is no mistake. Thither hath Ishtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the lifestream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of the maelstrom, and the aether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Oriange, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Ixali, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid.
Hi, Zarin.
Oh, hello there, Miss Excelia.
How's it going?
I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm supposed to be helping you.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem to have matters well in hand, searching for your long-lost dead friends.
Yeah, well, you can still join me, though.
Can I?
And then I just left him on red. Yes, you can, Zarin.
Lead the way, Miss Excelia.
Onwards to the Conjurer's Guild. Hold on! Hold on, Y'shtola, we're coming for you! Words are hard.
Tell me about it. It is said that the elementals perceive the live stream. If he said that the elementals perceive the live stream, like perceive, like that's it. That's it. They know it's there. We know it's there. Alpha know. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in the mist, they may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs so through their chosen. We must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajal. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Connie Senna without delay.
Words are hard.
Hitherto for chosen unto perceive.
Well, that's actually where this one's gonna end. So, maybe next time we'll find out if we get to save Y'shtola or if she's gone forever to the ether. Yeah, those are words. Alright, well, until next time on Final Fantasy XIV Main Scenario Quest Playthrough. Yes. Okay, bye!